Okay, so you guys seem to really like when I do these re-reviews of a guitar after I've had it for a while. You know, you get out of the honeymoon phase, and once you've had it for a year or so, you really find out what the guitar is all about. So I got one last year, and I ended up selling the Les Paul Jr. that I had because I got this guitar was just so incredible. So what this is a Novo Solus. And obviously the inspiration is very LPJ. But this one was a little bit different because I actually got to go over there while they were building it and record the whole process. So I spent 3 or 4 months going back and forth as they were making the neck, cutting the body, you know, all these different layers of making a guitar. I got to record it all. So I'll link that down below if you want to check that out as well. But now that I've spent some real time with it, you know, like I said, I try to always spend time with stuff before I make a video of it, but once you've had something for a year or two, then I feel like you really start to know the instrument. And this one just continued to be like, you know, a step above. So, you know, once the Les Paul Jr. started collecting dust, I was like, there's no reason. The Les Paul Jr. was a great guitar. It sounded great, played great. This thing did a couple things better than it that I'll talk about. And I want to talk about what I like about this guitar and talk about maybe a couple things that I discovered that I don't like about it as much. So, lots of stuff to cover today, but yeah, I ended up selling that Les Paul Jr. Some of you have been asking, like, where's the LPJ been? And it's, you know, it's in another loving home where someone else is rocking out on it, and I'm rocking on this thing. So let's talk about it. First thing first, I do want to say this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This is a video that I wanted to make about the guitar, just a follow-up, because at the end of the day, these guitars are going to be an investment for anybody who is looking into getting one of these, and I want to make sure that if I'm recommending something, I'm painting the full picture, or at least the best that I can. So one of the things that continues to stand out to me every single time I pick up this guitar is it is the loudest solid body guitar, unplugged, I've ever played. It is absolutely astonishing. When I play full, you know, kind of full gained up, it's the only guitar. I mean, like some guitars you can hear the strings a little bit because obviously you're sitting right here. I'm like, it's so loud that I hear the strings plain as day while I'm playing it. So it's wild just how loud and resonant it is. Now, it's a pine body with a, I believe, maple neck and rosewood board, and it is crazy light. You know, another real plus. I mean, I used to be in the mindset of that a guitar needed to be heavy. I wanted them all heavy. It really felt like you had something in your hands. Now I love light guitars, and if you're a person who has back issues or something like that and you're looking for a really light guitar, I don't know what this one clocked in at. We actually weigh it in that video I was talking about before, but it was even lighter than what they thought it would be. So I think it was around 6 pounds or something. I can't remember. It was like super light. But it's not like, you know, it doesn't really neck dive. Let's see. No, it just kind of balances that. It's very balanced. I mean, like you can kind of just sit there and hold it. Look at this. Now, one of the things that has maybe been a little bit of a negative for me, and I don't even know if it's a real negative, because if I did this, it wouldn't be this guitar. But obviously, there is no neck pickup in this. So, and I'm a huge advocate. I love what a single pickup guitar does to you as a player, because, you know, you're limited by pickup selection, so you kind of have to explore using your fingers more. Maybe a little volume down. Maybe a little tone all the way down. You know, maybe volume down, picking by the bridge. Having played other Novos now, I believe the model is the Icarus? I'm not sure. Again, another video that I did when I was at High Voltage, we played this guitar, and it's like a semi-hollow one, and it had this crazy tremolo system on there, and I'm kind of like, man, I almost wish I would have went with one of those just because it was like even that extra level of versatile. Okay, gotta hop in the video real quick. While I'm editing it, listening to these clips, these might be some of the best rock guitar tones, in my opinion, that I've ever had on here. Man, I mean, what a rock machine. This thing sounds great. So, no, I was listening to this maybe as a negative, like maybe I should have went with the 2-pickup Miris J or Icarus, whatever it was called. But no, right decision, Solus. I'm telling you, this thing just rocks. So anyways, I had to hop in here and say that. I'll leave you alone now, bye. To it. But like I said, you know, then you get in this mindset, I'm like, yeah, but this one does something special at the same time. So that is probably the only negative I have at this one, is now I'm kind of like, man, should I have went with a different one that maybe did a little bit more? Because I fell in love with that tremolo system. It was the crazy lightning bar. I didn't really like the way it looked, but the way it felt and sounded, I'm just like, man, that thing is cool. So that's probably my only negative takeaway, is that if you do get something like this with a single pickup, it's a commitment. You are committing to it. But like I said, I just don't think that guitars sound the same when they have 2 pickups, you know? I like having all the extra, you know, wood. I think it makes it more resonant. All the power is just given to that one pickup. So it's its own thing for sure. Now, the other thing about this is the neck has continued. It's not like I think it's called their chunky neck. I've definitely had necks that were bigger, but it's very, very comfortable. If you have kind of like medium to bigger sized hands, it fits so perfectly in the palm of your hand. And I just love the way that feels. So going into this a year later, still an absolutely fantastic guitar. I think the term like secret weapon guitar, it's like YouTube's ruined that word, that phrase. But I will say that this thing has that little extra piece of sauce that I want sometimes when I'm tracking rhythm guitars. Really good for leads. It's got, of course, the single dog ear in here, and it's an overwound Fralin, I think. I can't even totally remember the specs of it. But, oh, another positive I should say about this is that I have not adjusted the neck on this thing once. And for some reason this year in particular, the winter here in Nashville, really, really messed up a lot of, it moved the necks on guitars that never move. And this one did not move at all. I've never even adjusted it once. So I don't even know what the truss rod, yeah, okay. I looked at the truss rod for the first time right here. But, yeah, I mean, these guitars, they're an investment. I'm not sure what the wait time is on this stuff. I will link all the Novo stuff down below. You can talk to Travis or, you know, Devin or someone over there. But overall, man, it is such a solid guitar. Like I said, I can't believe the neck didn't move. It just sounds like an absolute rock and roll, you know, beast. That was another thing. There's a certain twang that is in this thing when you hit that low. That. It kind of has this very percussive, almost like Nuno-y, like woody sound to it. You know, that right there. That, I mean, that's the sound, right? I mean, like, that's it. So, overall, it is just full of tone and a cool guitar. You know, not that the Les Paul Jr. was not a cool guitar, because, you know, if I was doing something like maybe like a Leslie West video, the biggest attribute that the LPJ had going for it is it looks very traditional. I mean, this could maybe turn people off. I think it's not weird enough to where it never turned me off to it. I just thought it looked kind of cool. Anyways, guys, I just want to do a re-review of some of this stuff. That way, you know, I still got it here. I still love it. And, you know, after you spend a little bit of time with it, maybe your opinion change. Maybe your opinions, there we go, can't talk, change a little bit. But for me, man, this thing's still rocking. So hope you guys dig it. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all later. Bye, homies.